Hello, Scorpio. Welcome to your April career and money reading. This is Natalie. So I'm going to start off with the usual, the Rebel deck cards, and we'll move into the tarot cards after that. So here we go for Scorpio. Right here, we have receiving card number 27. And it says, basically, she's receiving insight from this cup she wants to drink, but she's receiving it in her head. So there's information you need to receive. Most likely enlightenment pertaining to your work or your career choices. But we'll see how that fits in. Okay, so let's go with, Dixit at this time. Okay, it'll be this card. Okay, so receiving, and then we have your brain wants to go on vacation. It's tired. Your brain checked out. If you see this part of his head here opened and his brain actually skipped out. He's taking a break. So maybe you need to receive some downtime. And we have two head shots, two like energy flowing into your brain here. And then you have the brain coming out. So I really think that you need to take some downtime. Receiving some good R&R. I think that's what this is. It's card 27, if that means anything to you. Scorpio. Maybe you're born on the 27th of October. We'll see. Okay, so let's go in with your reading now. Sorry, I just got to prop up my little cards here. Okay, so for Scorpio, for April, career and money. I'm going to do this slightly different than usual as well today. I'm going to pull some extra cards to talk about how for some of the questions that we will have. Okay, so the first card will be the present for you, Scorpio. And it'll be this card, the Eight of Pentacles. So yes, you're very busy at work. You're extremely busy, and you know what? You're in high demand. Your skills are extremely valuable to the company or whoever you're working for or what you're doing on a day-to-day basis. But you're extremely busy, and maybe that's why you're so tired, and maybe this is why you need to receive some self-love. You need to take some vacation time. You've just been too busy. What's the opposing obstacles at this time for you, my dear? I usually cut the deck, but for some reason I feel this need to just shuffle for you today, Scorpio. I don't know why. Okay, so I'm not going to take them all. I'm just going to take the top one. The opposing obstacle is the fact that you've had the Ten of Swords. So you've had some betrayals. You've had some hardships that actually were deafening to you. I mean, in the sense where, not that it killed you, but almost killed you. Like you've had a lot of emotional stuff that actually drained you in the last little while. And those are for the Scorpios that are resonating with this, obviously, because it's not going to resonate with everybody. Your desires and aspirations at this time, though, Scorpio, are... What are they? Okay, King of Swords. So yes, you want to be able to be completely analytical about things, cutting things out, taking action, being verbally expressive, being analytical, removing all or anything that has to do with emotional baggage that you may have carried. And that's funny that you have two swords back to back here, but you've had enough, and you want to be able to cut it out. Your guidance, Scorpio, is guidance for Scorpio is the Six of Cups. Okay, Six of Cups is kind of like reminiscing about the past. Remembering how things were great in the past. Not focusing on the recent challenges or you know, the recent betrayals or the recent BS that you've had to put up with. The outcome is the Strength card. So let's park this deck. Let's go to another deck. So let's ask the question about how can Scorpio be helped? How can we provide more help to Scorpio with the Six of Cups? Well, we have the Judgment card that comes out. So this tells me that, you know, things have been rough. You've had a lot to handle. You've done a lot of work. You've had a lot to handle, a lot of stress, worries and stress. And that's what the opposing obstacles are, is that you've just been focusing on that. But your desires and aspirations, being able to put an end to all of that. And the guidance is to be asking you to focus on some of the past situations where things were good, emotionally good, stable and refreshing. And, you know, we have this, you know, cute little kid and 2 kids on here. And then how are you going to be able to do that is to focus on the fact that whoever's done the right thing or done the right job in the right way, they're going to resurrect. We have the white doves here flying off to the heavens, and we have the black crows flying downwards to the earth. So judgment's going to be called upon those that did the due diligence. And you have done it, Scorpio. I mean, look at that. You have the 8 of Pentacles as the present situation. Your outcome is the Strength card. And strength is about your inner power, your inner strength to be able to combat anything and to move ahead with whatever ideas you may have or whatever projects, or overcoming emotional stuff. Because we, on this line here, we have a lot of thoughts, and you know, the past or the opposing obstacles or stresses and worries, you want to clear those out. And your outcome is the Strength card. So you're overcoming those 9. God, I can't shuffle. So you're overcoming those with the Strength card. So how else are you going to be able to do this? Let's give me 1 card for that, please. I know a lot of cards came out, but I was just doing the narrative, and I did not want to pull a card. So right now we have the Justice card again. Well, not again, sorry. That was for the previous reading. But we have Justice. So you have the Strength now. Your guidance is that you need to focus on the past, remembering things that made you feel good. And remembering the things that you did well as well, because, you know, whoever did the right things are going to come out strong. And your outcome is the Strength card. You're going to be strong. And it's all fair, because we have the Justice card here. So the how is, it's going to be fair. So if you think there's been some injustice around you, don't worry. It's all going to come out the right way. You do need to take some time out, though, because you're still so worried and stressed. We see that with the brain wanting to skip out of the person's head. Your brain wants to go on vacation. And you need to receive that downtime, that energy flow to your brain to rejuvenate your brain at that time. We're going to go into the Lenormand cards now for you, for Scorpio. The first card is the Moon, moonlighting or moon cycles or cyclical things or reputation. Then we have Dog, which is loyalty or best friend. And then we have the Stork, which is change. So it looks like perhaps, and these are all hearts. Hearts are good signs usually. They're all positive cards. So we have the, this is the 8 of Hearts. This is the 10 of Hearts. And that's the Queen of Hearts. They're all hearts. Hearts is good. Hearts is a very positive omen. So you have this reputation that you're a loyal employee. And I'm going to say that it's about you. It's about you. And, change is going to happen. Change is going to happen. Your reputation will ensure that this judgment card here, because you've done the hard work. You've done the hard work because you have that, we call that in French, cœur au ventre. You have that drive within you to succeed and to also put your best foot forward. And because of that, you've been loyal to your organization for whom you work for. And that is going to be seen, and it's going to bring change to you. That's what I see from this, from the mirroring or the merge of both of these types of cards. The animal cards for you. We have the puffin, which is partnership. And this card says, accept yourself and your colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork will give you the best results. We don't see a whole lot of cards about teamwork here, except for down here where we have guidance. The guidance suggests to go back to the past. And we do see 3 people on this card. And on here we see 3 people as well. And the puffin are in a pair as well here. And on the actual outcome card, we see a pair. We see the woman and the lion. But here we also see on the justice card 3 people. So there's a lot of synergy here about collaboration. Okay. So you may need to collaborate with people. And that's probably why the guidance was also suggesting going back to the past. But how you collaborated with others. And that's going to be the successful way moving forward, is to remember that and act on that. And you've done the due diligence, you've done the hard work, and you've probably participated in a lot of collaborative efforts and projects with people that it's recognized. And now you have the strength to be able to put those differences aside, the differences of the past. Leave that in the past. And then justice will prevail. And because of all of that from your past, of, what you've done in the past prior to this past year of the Ten of Swords, is you've done the work. Your reputation is there. You're a loyal employee. And things are going to start changing for you. Now I'm going to ask you to ask a question with a yes or no answer. I'm going to shuffle these cards. And if you don't have time to formulate your question in your mind, just pause the video, okay? In the meantime, I'm going to shuffle myself and I'll pull a card. Okay, so it'll be this card. So the answer is if you believe. So yes, if you believe. And I think you can believe because you know what? You've got all the right things around you to believe. You've got the personal strength. You've got the fact that you've done the due diligence in the past. You've actually been recognized for it. And yes, it's a go. So until next time, Scorpio, we'll see you in June. Bye-bye.